So we are nowhere on mute. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is the 28th of May, 2019. It's actually a Tuesday. I love Tuesdays because I'm a Tuesday born. Ooh. Joyce, oh, for once you agree on. It actually 280 days and I think 148 days, sorry, of the year already gone in the Gregorian calendar. We have about 217 days more to end the year. And so if you have any plans, any ideas that you haven't started working on it, get to work now, get to work now, get to work now. 148 days gone, and we have 217 days more. Hopefully this morning we'll be talking to Isaac Clotte, our Jubilee House representative. He is with the president in Sydney, Austria, and the president will be giving a speech shortly. We will bring you that speech live, and we will be going to Austria in a moment. But also we'll be talking to Joyce Zempare. She is a Deputy Communications Director for the NPP, if I'm not mistaken. She always want to hide her post. Let me bring you quickly our newspaper headlines, and we'll get on the phone line with Isaac Clotte in a minute. I'm taking off with the new crusading guide, and it says, strike out assault case, Ofosu Ampofu tells court. And we have 24-year-old dispute at Akwetia ends in favor of Abakumahene. I hope I got that right. As Akwetia Hene loses appeal and stops selling on railway lines, Joe Gatti warns traders. Bono Public Policy Institute commend First Lady. And I know Joe Gatti will get to work right quick. Man, don't play with that guy. The Chronicle, quality fishing net for fishermen, minister. And then we have free SHS in an ambiguous human resource policy. Ahoy thrown out of NDC votes. I like that look on his face. ABC News, we have procurement of 23 million Ghana cedis anti-snake venom. Okay, serum, sorry, it's not the venom, it's a serum. The twists and turns. And on the back page of the ABC News, we have NDC in power. NDC in power was shamefully led by comedians and weak party leaders. Dela Kofi. Did he really say that? I don't know. Well, let's go onto the front page of the Daily Statesman. And we have First Lady wins plaudits for championing women and lights back on in Kroboland. That's where Joyce is actually from. So we ask her opinion on that. And she's also a son of a former policeman. So yes, she kind of fits into the situation. NPP and NDC condemns police shooting of protesters. Well, we will see more from Joyce. Bank of Ghana holds policy rate at 16%. That's on the front page of the Daily Statesman. And on the Ghanaian Times, we have cybersecurity attacks increase. 5 internet services providers suffer 50 attacks this year. Police said. We have menstrual awareness education target, boys as World Menstrual Hygiene Day today. So today actually is a menstrual hygiene day, and boys need to get involved. Trust me, you boys learn. Austrian president lauds Ghana as important business destination in Africa, and we'll be giving you that video shortly. President is about to give a Austrian. Yes, President is about to deliver his speech, and we will bring you that speech live here on Net2 TV. Stay glued to your set, don't move, don't go nowhere. We are streaming this show live on our Facebook wall and YouTube as well on Net2 TV GH. Don't politicize national policies. Nana Kobina and Ketia. Okay, I'm sure that Ketia is spelled somehow wrongly. Daily Guide this morning is saying non-performing loans still high. FIFA clears Kwesi Nyantechi. Ofosu Ampofu fights AG, and Ghana ranks high in Austria. And that is all on the front page of the Daily Guide. On the back page, we have Uncle T United Their Hearts. That's just by way of some sports news. And now we would like to hear more on this Kwesi Nyantechi issue. On the front page of the Daily Graphic, we have Bank of Ghana secures 900 million Ghana cedis to sanitize the microfinance sector. And we had Mr. Christian Donko, doing justice to this topic last week. He will come again this Friday to continue the conversation. Zoom Lion Forestry Commission partners Rollins to plant 10,000 trees. So we have 200 African Americans to get Ghanaian citizenship. We will talk to Mr. Abebio shortly on this. free-to-air TV is danger. If Communications Ministry implements DTT access control policy, well, let's see. We all have to do what is good for Ghana, not some private individuals or businessmen there and they're doing their own thing. On the back page of the Daily Graphic, we have Minerals Commission to roll out scheme on sustainable mining. Well, and then local government services begin recruitment of 2,200 staff. That's some good news. It comes a long way to help with the unemployment situation in Ghana. I'm going to get quickly on the phone with Isaac Konokie. He's in Austria at the moment where the president will be delivering his speech shortly. So we'll be getting on the phone line with Isaac Konokie, so known as Palos. He's the only Rasta man in this building. I kind of envy his Rasta though. Maybe one day I'll get one. We're trying to get on the line with him whilst we're here. We have Joyce Zempare already seated and glancing through my papers. But we have Isaac Konokie on the line all the way from Austria. Palos, good morning. Hello,
Very
Palos.
Good morning, Abedi. How are you?
Very well. And yourself?
I'm under the course of the climate change atmosphere. So, thank you.
Well, good to know. At least you're doing well, Palos. Can you just paint a picture from where you are? Tell us the euphoria. We are about to take it live, but quickly, just walk us through what is happening in Austria. Already, some of the papers are carrying out some of the ideas or some of the stories coming from Austria that they are saying Ghana actually can be one of the best business destinations in Africa. And we know the Austrian president just ended his speech. Just walk us through briefly.
Right. Okay, currently I find myself in period of climate change event in Austrian side. The event is taking place. But before I come to the event of, our president today, President Akufo-Addo, and entourage arrived in the country on Monday. On Monday.
Palos, can you position yourself a little bit for us?
Okay.
All right.
All right. I'm trying to do so. But on Tuesday, is it okay now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So yesterday, Tuesday, President Akufo-Addo paid a courtesy call on the Austrian President, Alexander van der Bellen, at the Hofburg Imperial Palace, right here in Vienna. Closed-door meeting. The highlight of the meeting that they were that was communicated to us was one was what you repeated, that Austria recognized the most important destination country. Huge plus for Ghana and agenda of economic transformation with one district, one factory. Highlight of those meetings was the discussion on the meeting, in particular on our north country. You know, if you may not know, the Austrian armed forces and the Ghanaian armed forces have a partnership training. See, most of the military needs, it's been facilitated by the Austrian military. Partnership ongoing in that. Yesterday, the evening, the community based in Austria at the we held action to the president and the government. They had a few issues which they really raised by them was the embassy consular needs for them. In the affirmative, and I'm assured that the consulate in the near future, and not to institute a consulate Austria and its environs, catered for by the consulate. Residing abroad, all Ghanaians residing abroad.
To boost hurricanes, to spread droughts, to melt glaciers, to bleach corals in one world, to destroy the world.
On the road network being facilitated by the Hydro Agreement. So these are what the presidents have done this morning. This morning, he came as usual, as elegant as possible. He was in fact, the Ghanaian delegation, including myself, we were the first to arrive. The president was the first to be seated. So that he was the first people, and of course, most of the people who came in were highly impressed. The interesting things that emerged, I forgot to highlight this. One interesting thing that came out from the Ghanaian presidential Ghanaian community was that the Ghanaian community themselves to organize the Ghana Beyond Aid next year to facilitate government efforts, the Ghana Beyond Aid agenda. So it's quite, should I say, a fillip in the arm of the government that the Ghanaians residents themselves are going to organize the Ghana Beyond Aid conference in Europe sometime next year. Now, why are we here? Because the R20 focused on climate change. And as origin and also the Hungarian president is also around. We have the president of Mozambique, Filipa Nyusi, here. The young president, Raymond Bejonis, is also here. World Bank, Kristalina Georgieva. Kufuor is expected to be part of the panel leadership, climate change leadership, present Ghana's case and lead for an effective action on climate change. Emissions, carbon dioxide emissions, which is think about the climate change issues of a culprit, but we are rather a victim.
Okay,
Africa is of that industrialized.
Let's quickly take.
Hello, Jonas.
Palos, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
We just want to take a bite from the speech, and we will get back to you.
Okay.
So that is
all right. Okay.
From Austria, World Summit, the R20 World Summit in Austria, where the president is.
Stop financing pollution, to scale up green ventures, and to increase lending for low-carbon solutions. It is essential that the private sector and the investment community are fully mobilized in support of a bold and ambitious climate agenda. And we all need to make the case that green, sustainable growth is the only viable pathway for a secure and prosperous future for all. I thank you all for your commitment in this time of crisis. Let us show the world that climate action is good for the people, is good for the planet, and if we are smart, can also be good for business. Thank you very much.
Well, that was just a bit from Austria. I'm sure you're finding it tough to get that sound right. I think it's just a distance and probably the communication line. But we will bring you the president's speech live from Austria this morning before.
Thank you very much, UN Secretary General Guterres. Ladies and gentlemen, the R20 Austrian World...
As our presidential representative, and he's with the president in Austria. Joyce, Okay.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, that's all I know. Let me end it here before it gets problematic. But we're happy to have you, Joyce.
Thank you.
A little bit from the R20 summit. Already we are having the Austrian president, some other people saying that Ghana right now can be tagged as the best business point in Africa.
Thank you
As
very
a
much.
Ghanaian, how do you
Thank
feel?
you very much. Let me say good morning to your cherished viewers, yourself and your crew. And let me say good morning, Mr. President. We wish you well on your trip. And we know you are a man of action. And we know you're going to bring good things to Ghana for the betterment of this country. And then to the acting president, the vice president of the Republic of Ghana, who is also on his tour. As usual, yesterday he finished breaking his fast with the people and laying from up the north there somewhere in the Brunafo region. A brewery. This time we have to
we have to be careful. It will take a while for us to figure it out.
It's a while for us to figure it right. Yes. So it's up there. So wish him well on his journey as well. Well, the president and his tour to Austria, it's been very good. And I tell you, Abedi, now the world is seeing Ghana as the most credible country, let me say, in Africa, where they think business, they can trust their business into, and then the people. In fact, looking across Africa and this current, what do you call it, insurgence of those terrorism and attacks and things happening. Well, we're not saying we are an exceptional, we are not saying we're also not under threat, but I believe our security agencies are also working tightly to make sure that we don't encounter those things. And I'm so happy with the engagement that our religious, the two major religious bodies are getting themselves into. With Palmer Bakor, Reverend Campbell, and then the chief imam. In fact, this was a very historic event, if not in the religious circles across the world, that you have, we know the Pope does, so he goes to places, he visits the mosques and these things. But especially in Africa and this part of our world, where we had the chief imam going to the Catholic Church
to celebrate his
100th birthdays. Wow. It was so amazing. Then you look at when the vice president went to Sunafo to worship and breakfast with the Muslims community. All the Christendom bodies joined him, went to the mosque to pray with him. It's so amazing. It's so refreshing to learn that. So you see, the world sitting back and watching all this things happening could see that, yes. And when it comes to the fight against crime and all those things, they know. Even though we've not gotten to the peak at where we could say that the US, but look, I always tell people that when you want to say Ghana is insecure, like we have the opposition saying, go to the US and every minute, every second,
there's crime somewhere. Every minute there's crime.
But they can't term that as insecurity in their country.
You know, just to add a little bit, there's this corporate organization that is headed by a pastor, and just this week, the owner of the institution decided to donate to the Islamic organizations or the fraternity, and said that he emulating, or he's taking it from, he's emulating the actions of the vice president and the chief imam. In that now we don't have any problem between
the Christians and the Muslims.
It was actually beautiful.
Sure. And you know, in Ghana, look, next week when our Muslims brothers break their fast and they are celebrating their Eid al-Fitr or is it Eid al-Adha, you see, we join them in whining and dining.
True.
And it's the same way when it gets to Christmas.
They also join us. We don't see the difference.
We don't see the difference.
Yeah, which is good.
That is one rich thing that Ghana, in fact, that is one thing that we can never throw away. And I don't expect any political party, any religious body trying to divide us. No.
But why do you think politicians will rope in religion to have the
political advantage? And we know the people who have. You heard when he went to the Western North, when in one of the session areas, the chief imam came and said, look, for all along, we were told that there was a political party that
didn't like us.
In fact, they hate us like nothing. But today, it has come out that it was all hoax. It was not true. Why should you do that? Why do you need to go lie, peddle falsehood about because of political this thing? But you see, I learned one thing from my dad. He said, look, when you keep saying lying, you have to continue lying. But the day that you are caught,
that'll be the end of it.
It derails everything that you've gained throughout that life.
Yeah.
You lose your integrity. You lose everything. Truth stands. Truth hurts. So make sure that you abide by the game and the rule of truth. And you will live long in this life.
So you think these are some of the factors why the international organization...
Of course. You see, when they sit aback, who say they don't? They send their people, their what they call the CIPRO, or the daily reports of a country to them. So you know when Mahama met the NDC presidential aspirant, met
NDC current. He's the current flag bearer.
No, he's not the flag bearer.
Okay.
You know, Electoral Commission has not opened nomination
for them
and has not vetted them and cleared them.
Okay.
So John Mahama stands as a presidential aspirant.
Okay. Presidential hopeful.
Aspirant, hopeful.
Okay.
So the NDC presidential aspirant met diplomats at Pediasa Lodge. You know, who said they were not abreast with the happenings in this country? So you go to them and you want to portray that nothing good is happening in this country. They know they are with us 24/7. And in this world of technology, just by the press of the button,
you know
get
everything.
Every information you want. It's on the world. Yes. So nothing is hindered.
Under this circumstance.
Under the circumstances, and in this part of our, in fact, our current world living, nothing.
It's open. It's more open. I mean, let's link this
to everything, every day, every hour.
Let's link this to how Ofosu-Ampofo State got exposed and where we've come so far with it. I think yesterday they were trying to separate Ofosu-Ampofo's charges from Sami Gyamfi's utterances so that they will see the way for a Sami Gyamfi's counsel. That's what they are.
Is it Sami Gyamfi?
Oh, sorry, I take that back.
Kweku Bahen.
Sure. I take that back. Sorry for that.
Yesterday I happened to be around the courts because I had an issue. For one whole year, Ablekuma Central, we had an issue of their constituency election and we were dragged to court.
So you are still in court now?
Yesterday the case was strike out.
Okay, so good. So strike out another one. We need to celebrate a strike out.
No, but not in terms of Ofosu-Ampofo and his league tape. No.
Okay, so we're talking about...
It is because Ghana, the way we go around handling issues, I always say that one thing that's killing us is about the people who are linked to our development. You know, when issues come, you have our religious bodies, you have our opinion leaders, you have our chiefs, you have everybody trying to put their mouth in it and to make sure that, they plead leniency for somebody who had gone wrong. If it had been other jurisdiction, I bet you Ofosu-Ampofo by now would be behind bars. Oh yes. Because, look, Abe, did you know that as we sit here, if I should pronounce a statement against you and you are not pleased with it and you walk to the police station, I'm not going to walk a free woman. Do you know that?
Yeah.
So that's why I said whatever you say, whatever utterances that you put across, you must be very cautious of it. But Ofosu-Ampofo, look, it's in court, so we are not going to delve into
we can go much into
So I don't know why he's asking the court to strike out that. And you know with Kweku Bahen, I didn't say it, you didn't say it. He himself on the medium said it loud that they were there. They were clapping to what the chairman was saying.
It means they liked it. I mean,
he said, we liked it. We're so pleased with him. I didn't force the words out of his mouth. He did it on his own. So reading from the news, I learned that the AG has also made provision all those cases against them, so they've made it available to the court. So we wait to see. I like they are going back on the 7th of June, or is it 6th? So wait to see the outcome.
But do you think all these things came out because now there's nothing you can hide? There's no information is hidden to anyone
when
or from anyone.
When our aged or the old had this adage of wars have years. We are now experiencing,
getting to understand
understanding that adage.
That wars have years.
That wars have years. That is telling you whatever and wherever you are, whatever you say, whatever you do, be very mindful don't think nobody is watching. The proverbial this thing goes,
so you also share the school of thought that says that Nyamina eyi ama.
Oh yes, with God, nothing hides. You understand?
Everything
That's why we think we get away with sins and things, crimes. No. Look, if you watch ID Discovery, you realize that crime that people have
done and got away with like years.
30, 40 years, 20 years.
Yeah. They get discovered.
Yeah. So it tells you crime has no expiring date. Crime has no expiring date. And whatever we do in life, I had one elder person telling me that, look, whatever you say, whatever you do, ask yourself in the next 5, 10 years, if you are called, would you have said the same thing?
True.
Or would you have written the same thing? You need to be careful whatever you utter out, both verbally and
in action. Well, talking about being careful with actions, let's look at your own people. Your Kroboland issue versus you are the daughter of a former policeman. I'm not going to rule you. You think I was going to forget that?
I'm not proud.
And I'm not saying you're not proud. So you fit perfectly into this case.
Yeah.
So your father's people versus your own people from where you're coming from.
You see?
Yeah, go ahead.
It is a two-edged sword.
Wow.
The case at hand is a two-edged sword. Depending on how you cut it, on which edge you turn around, that is where you have the results. The last week when I was here, I said, look, there were a lot of things we need to find out from PDS. I got to learn that, look, the PDS said they had been engaging my community people for the past years, or let me say for the past 1 year. They gave them a payment structure for them to start paying their bills.
Yeah.
But one thing that got me so intriguing was that how could you have worked out a figure for them?
Yeah.
And then upon the cries and the agitation of the people, you went back, worked out, and about half of the cost was
struck out. Yeah. So you think there was something wrong?
So that means the people had a case that you were overbilling them. And we've all had those experiences one way or the other in our homes and in our institutions or offices. I quite remember my junior brother in Takrady said, look, there was a day he came back from work, they had brought their water bill. He looked at his bill and said, what? How many are we in our house? An apartment? What do we do with water? That you give us this bill? He called the guy had left his contact number, he called the guy and said, when I came, and I said, no, that cannot be.
Let me be honest with you, PDS or former ECG, there were some crooks that were making money to themselves by coming to you and asking you to give me your bill, like pay to me and save yourself that stress.
Yes.
We've had an issue here where a gentleman was coming for the money we pay every month, and we pay thousands of Ghana cedis. I mean, the least we paid is like 30,000. So one day our CEO decided, like, you know what, I'm not paying the money to you. I'm writing a check in the name of ECG to pay at the bank because it's also allowed. The gentleman went turn around to come disconnect us. And we've had issues after issues since we decided to do that. So, I'm not saying that people are entirely right or the police is entirely wrong or ECG is right, but the officials of ECG need to streamline some of these things.
If you talk about illegal connections, if you talk about underbilling, who are those who
overbilling?
Over and underbill? Who are the people who do that? And that's the ECG staffs, today PDS.
Yeah.
They are the people who go out and do the billing. So they overbill you, come back to negotiate with you.
Yes, and get the cut.
Or they will negotiate with you and underbill you. It's two-tier thing.
But I think we are being unfair when you drag PDX in because I heard the manager saying today.
They've inherited whatever ECG did, so we are not going to take them out. For now, they still hold on to some of the staffs there.
It's true.
So this is a warning, a signal to them that, look, be wary of the people around working for you so that you keep an eye, a track on them to make sure they are giving you value for money.
Yeah.
They are working efficiently to make sure that whatever is due PDS, you get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you allow them, and like we always say, business as usual, we're going to go back to the same situation
as ECG was doing.
That's it.
You know, when we talk about ECG PDS, I always want to say a big thank you to a friend and a brother in Lashibi PDS, Samuel Colley. He didn't know, and with his position and trying to be that prudent and making sure the system works. And trust me, no Ghanaians will be in any so and he gets all the backlash.
Look, people will move to the extent of even making sure they hoist out of the office.
Yes, so they can have their way.
They can have their way because you've become a stumbling block in their way.
We also have this attitude. When systems are in place clearly to help, we still want to cut corners.
Abedi, it's good you're raising this issue. I have a serious problem with the youth of today.
Go ahead.
They don't want to take their destiny into their hands. They don't want to do anything. Yeah. They think anything they want, somebody should do it for them. And I always have a problem when they call me. I say, look, you want this, I want to see you take a step. Move, go. It is only when you are hit somewhere, then you get back and then we can help you. You'll be there, somebody will just say, I've sent you my CV.
Yeah.
Through WhatsApp or your mail. And you want me to print it out and take it and hand it and hold it and be going around for you? Come on. Come on.
Yeah, I think we need a little bit of
I've always told my children, look, they will tell you, hey, I said here, let me go and then come back. And when they come back, they don't ask you to go and do it. They ask for your advice.
Yes.
What do you think is best for me to do?
To go
to get to wherever. Yes. Well, so we need to get our children, the youth of today, so oriented on this for them to understand that life is about yourself and it's not about somebody being at your beck and call.
True. Let me get on YouTube. For those of you following us on YouTube, it's Net2 TV GH, and I'll read a few messages from YouTube. Where we have this from BT Consume. I hope I got that right. Good morning, Abedi. I'm also born on Tuesday, but they call me Ajua.
Why?
Oh, how are you born on Tuesday and call Ajua? This is kind of... Okay, watching you live from Israel, Tel Aviv, and Koswo Ima Ajua Bay Blessing. Keep it up, bro. Nana is making Ghana working again. Big ups. Okay, thank you. That was like an exciting one. Hamidu Osman. Good morning, Abedi. Watching you live from Dubai. Good work. Keep it up, Hamidu Osman. And we have Felix Sasu. Hi, Abedi. Thank you for the wonderful program. Please extend my greetings to Honorable Ken. Watching you live from Paris. Okay, I will tell him. Madam Hair Doctor, good morning, Abedi, and the 2 TV workers. I hope everyone is doing well. Sure, we're doing perfect. Eric Awachi, I hope I got that right. Abedi, I'm listening to you live from Cedar Rapids, USA. Okay, you guys are doing great work. My regards to Honorable Ken. We will let him know. Abankwa Grace, I'm watching you live from Italy. No one is above the law. Fusuampofu and Boahene must face the law. Grace Esiama, Abedi, your channel and the CEO are doing well. Well, yes, my CEO is doing well. We owe it to her, Mrs. Stella Wilson in Japan. I always give her that because she's strong. We are having European type of program. Can you tell me, I'm in UK, where can I register for my NHIS? Okay, NHIS actually made us aware that they will start registering outside Ghana after the 6th month. So yeah, we'll bring him here hopefully tomorrow if we can to continue with our conversation. If we're Asantua,
NHIA or NHIS or NHIA or NIA?
No, NIA, sorry. I think it's because you are here.
NIA.
It's been a long time we get Asantua on NHIS. NIA, National Identification Authority. Thank you for the correction. If we're Santua, good morning, watching you live from Belgium. And then we have hi to Honorable Ken. I miss his voice, pa. We all miss his voice. Okay, hopefully we'll bring him here because the request and the calling is becoming too hard. We'll be going back briefly to Austria, where President will be giving his speech and also giving updates on what is happening in Austria. Ghana is making some good name and good waves out there. So we'll take a quick break. When we're back, we'll give you a little bit of videos from Austria. It's a live video, as a matter of fact, and we will take President's speech and then come back to the studio. You can reach us on 0240-550-899, 0240-550-899. And the way you call us, kindly turn on the volume on your TV set, tell us your name and where you're calling from. Then you can go ahead with your discussion. We'll be right back after this break. You are doing well. Why are you running away from your people?
tie ni yi a ɛyɛ nyinaa yɛ dia na 2 TV ɛna Oman FM na de ɛbrɛ wo
Yakofa dwumadie kɛse bi yato ne din sɛ akuafo mmeranie dwumadie na akuafo mmeranie dwumadie no ɛyɛ dwumadie a yɛde kyerɛkyerɛ yɛn nananom akuafoɔ na yɛbɔ dawuro akyerɛ kuario ɛho fasodeɛ ɛwɔ ɔman mu ɛno nti ɛkwan a yɛbɛfa so na yɛhu asase pa a ɛwɔ sɛ yɛdua nnɔbae ɛwɔ so asase a yɛde dua nnɔbae ahodoɔ ɛno ɛne yɛfrɛ no land tenure system and preparation one district one factory wote aseɛ sɛ yi wonim sɛ ɔman yi mu yɛtaa kra nnuane dodo wɔ berɛ a nnuane a yɛde Yamamu Eko Obi Masono, Ekumabi. Importation and exportation of food crops. Ekuafo fata abasubodie. Enunti National Farmers Day. Why no se sa abasuboni bi. Kreni bei dodu and toast. Meko donye emwa. Ana dodu koko. Wiase afane nyina woda bia wodi si ho edemaye nanam ekuafo. International Day for Farmers. Ekuafo bebre ene kasa ekwanya aban fertilizer kra ofa so echiche no. Fertilizers ekuafo ye koto no. Ye befa kwampa so ye degu ye koko so ene do buy so why ene wo ho kwan so onya sa fertilizer ne bi obi wo ho kwan ene obi ni ho kwan na climate and climate changes ewiem nsakyrae ne bra o se odidua aduaba potee ekwan abafu nimdie no ye behunu ne yie na ye nananom akuafo ade aka tete krayo no ho ensuomunam yie ekwan omanfo fa ade kodo kopo so efa kwati kwa so koyi enam planting for food and jobs eye dwumadie bi a aban ya ote adwa so yi akwa de aba die nti ene ode sa dwumadie fen planting for food and jobs aba ene nananom akuafo mpanifo wadwemo abo bewo mpanifo onim nimdie e okua ho ene atitru atwotwo wuro ne animpon ebetwetwe enkomo e wo sa dwumadie no so akuafo nketoa ene akuafo akese small and medium farmers hia se akade a odi beye kua no ekwan be so ena obefa so obebo ho ban ekwan be so ena odi sa akade no ebeye dwuma eno nti ena na 2 TV ye de akuafo mrani adwumadie e de bro e da benada enwumre no nsia edikosi nonson na ya susu bio ade ma memenda enwumre no nwotwe edikosi nonkron edi kuayo beba onaso na wonso de kuayo aba na 2 TV so enunti ebre no du a frɛ unua kuani no no so frɛ ni nua kuani na kuafo nyina ntwanhia obra wo hwɛ na 2 TV.
On the YouTube channel at Net2 TVGH. Enti wo share amanane wo share Ghana. Wo pesa ko adwuma mpo na wo pesa wo beja TV no ha. Wo de ko YouTube na search Net2 TVGH. Wo search ya wo be ho say you were live on the ya bo bon sem ni bia so ya ka about president of Austria or be kasa shortly. But president be kasa e ne kasa na speech na be bro live. Na wo so anya kwan ahwe bi. Na afi so ya share about police for ne Kroboland in some years and in Kania ho sikasama e course ro afi so ofoso ampofo ne nsama akopie court no so ya hwe akakakra na Joyce e dey so say enkwala ya banan say ye mpebre ye pa bibia fast track but again ye be hwe microfinances aban releases ka amount say won yemfa so omase no Bank of Ghana say the rate policy rate right now is 16% but aban so say tamsika Mr. Donko Christian Donko ebecheche mu ha mema kwa na wo so afre 0240550899 0240550899 ufre ya no acha ye udi ene bebia ufre efree but yeah briefly no ebia ebesa anya ho akọ Austria say Palos is on standby and yenini eni nkomo kakra na yehwe say what is really happening there because ye befa feed no say president ebe kasa enti ye ko Austria quickly na yene Palos edi nkomo ni ahwe say ede na ekoso wo hono. Okay, before we get into, I think we're trying to get to Isaac Clotti and Palos Austria. Joyce, yeah, enkoso.
Yo, microfinance, the Bank of Ghana no microfinance for Nsem. You know, for some time now, we share the mushroom reign of microfinance.
Yeah, popping up everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah. Baby, I'll be fabiano. And the rate I want to charge clients, no?
Yeah.
I will be say, is it worth?
It's worth the time.
The time and then getting yourself into that. Because I will call you, yeah, you maybe 5% a month. They don't work it per annum.
Yeah.
You know, they work it either quarterly, a month,
or monthly,
or they do a weekly.
Wow.
But yes, some charge the rate at a weekly rate. It was it major 3% a week and at 2 weeks. We a cumulative analysis of the total rates, interest rates now or Jonah. Some would say a bit from about 50 to 110%. But because people are so desperate, they want money to inject into their business, you know, they don't find time to reason up and to do all these breakdowns.
Yeah.
I'm a woman who say, oh, if most of them a man did no, or Jessica, microfinance or a month or two, because Sikana or Kwaji as capital now. Or they investing in, or they injecting into the business, no? Or to me make it up.
What you done?
No, Johnny. You start the repayment in the following month or week. And so we start the following week. And you know, no sikana wakojin, and no akrana no oti bimu.
And the repayment. It's sikana wakojin. You calculating the and no one have your Sunday chianeka.
I have a Robin Peter to pay Paul. Where they Robin Paul to pay Paul.
Well, say, Mami, Austria, just in a minute. Palos is on the standby. Palos, good morning again. Palos. Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just give us an update on what is happening at the moment at the R20 summit in Austria.
So the next couple of minutes, the president is going to join other leaders for a panel discussion at the R20 World Summit.
Okay.
And I guess in the next 2 to 3 minutes, you'll be climbing the stage, so you can stand by on that. But he's going to present Ghana's case and lead Africa's presentation. Because like I was saying earlier, Africa is lagging behind in industrialization. But quite recently, thousands of people were missing. And then, yes, so we are feeling that. So I don't know, as you can see, maybe if you can.
Yeah, we are live on there with you. We have the feed.
Okay, so they are climbing the stage to take their seats. President will be part of them and the discussions on leadership. What they are going to talk about is climate leadership.
Okay.
All right, so maybe you can stand by for that.
Well, Palos, briefly, you've been in there for some time now. Tell us the trend. What has been the trend?
The president is walking towards the stage now. Yes, sorry.
Yes, go ahead. We are live with you. We have the live feed.
Okay, so the president is
we can tell the president is up. So soon the discussion will begin on climate leadership, and you present Africa's case. Okay, so that's the president. His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo climbing the stage to be part of the discussion panel, and he will be representing climate change in Africa. Well, and I can tell the Minister for Foreign Affairs and other people giving him a hand of applause. Palos, go ahead.
Yes, so we are waiting for the communique that will come after this summit, and then we'll see the action plans that nations and regions and local community are supposed to implement to arrest the climate issue. So the president is now, as you can see, the panel discussion soon.
We can tell the discussion is about to take off. We will actually pick the sound at the moment. I think they're being introduced to the program. And so, Palos, just be on the standby whilst we get the discussion. I think President has started talking. Can we have the sound from the President?
No, he hasn't. It's just an introduction.
They're making an introduction here. Okay, great. So that is the president in Austria at the R20 summit. And he is going to present and African climate. And so the African climate.
Aren't you proud to be Ghanaian?
I am proud to be a Ghanaian, as a matter of fact, and I'm very happy to see my president representing Africa on such a very important topic. On such an important topic, because it's actually not easy to and I can tell you, I've transit summit in Austria on climate change. His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo will be giving his speech shortly. Yeah. It feels proud, don't you, Joyce?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, because sometimes you can tell that, I mean, some of this, it's a careful selection. I mean, they go through a process to know who to represent. I mean, already we are having stories like the Austrian government.
The forest plays very significant as essential role to reduce greenhouse gases. That means that if we have forest, we will be more greener. In our case, if we have more than 50% of territory covered by forest, it means we have very good traditions. And one more thing, maybe when we plan how we will develop our countries, not only Latvia, but any European country, any country in the world, we must look through environmental and climate change angle. And all activities must be evaluated how these activities will influence climate change. It will reduce greenhouse gases or will increase. It means political will and right actions in country.
And promoting that policy coherence, so very, very crucial. Thank you very much, President Vionis. Let me come to you, President Ada. And Hungary was, in fact, the first EU member country to sign up to the Paris Agreement. You've also joined President van der Bellen's climate initiative for more ambitious action. So I'd like to hear how you see that EU initiative that I mentioned a moment ago. It would not only reduce emissions to zero by 2050, but would also devote a full quarter of the entire EU budget to fighting climate change. Are you going to advise your government to join up?
Tisztelt Hölgyeim és Uraim! Én leszek az, aki magyarul beszél, és nem nepáliul. Az imént az ENSZ főtitkára azt mondta, hogy azzal hívta a különböző országok vezetőit szeptemberben New Yorkba, hogy javaslatokat vigyenek a klímaváltozás megakadályozására. Kevesebb beszéd, több cselekvés hangzott el ma is, és én egyetértek ezzel a felvetéssel. Ön azt kérdezte az imént, hogy Párizsban mi történt. Párizs lendülete, erről is az imént tudjuk, megtört. Hiába volt a nagy lelkesedés, Párizs óta jelentősen nőtt az üvegházhatású gázok kibocsátása. Miután 3 perc áll rendelkezésemre, akkor
wako wo hɔ no ɛna twanana yɛ sɛ president ɛbɛ deliver ne speech a yɛbɛ brɛ mo the moment no ɔmo yɛ introduction into the various topics na yɛbɛhwɛ sɛ yɛbɛ keep an eye on the event as it unfolds yɛbɛ brɛ president ne speech na afei nso mpanimfoɔ akukudambea nso a ɛte hɔ a one more a day, one more. Joyce, you are overly excited at the back.
Oh, yes, today I'm so excited to be a Ghanaian and an African. So, our president, we are seeing who say, I'm panning dear Kasibi Winimu and the Pebi Winimu. What kind call UN General Assembly or Kasaye? Trump was surprised. We are watching baby at the map of Ghana and walk globe so. You remember the French president? Yeah. When the president didn't only speak English, but he rattled the French language for him to see that he is.
Yeah.
And yes, but you saw the wisdom. You saw the richness of a Samana Walker. And I know, say, Nyamia wa power. Nana adodankwa Akufo-Addo beye Ghana mampanyi mrimuno. Obeka sefi no me wiase hu say sanya ebinum hu Africa ehu Ghana no enye saa emredu. This is our turning point, and it's going to take leaders like him to change the scope of Africa for the world to see. In fact, we'll also say now for the 4 continents of the world, and I tell you, Africa is so rich, Africa is endowed, Africa has what it takes. You understand? And then when we talk about the world giants and whatever, it is Africa. But it is because we've lacked leaders who can take us around, move us around and try to turn Africa around. This is the time. And I know from that summit, he will come back. Businesses are going to, look, our president, anytime he steps out of this country, he comes with good news. He comes with a lot of resources. He comes with a lot of projects. He comes with a lot of businesses. Everybody wants to come to Ghana. And I tell you, Ghana is going to open up the gates, the floodgates, for all to see. So Africa, ɛwɔ nipa.
Mamenka Ashafo somebody to me afraid 0240-550-899. Your conversation now to stay up because I told you say the live feed bro on the president's on only submission on the climate change in Africa. We are simu exercise and Dania Yenina Yebo home buying. Nientia Yasemi and you plus a sakraye. That's that. Yeah, I get that right. Ewiemu sakraye enti eno ene eho adane ne nyoma bana president nso ede ne de ekotudwa wo
exhaust fuels exhaust plastic enyoma edi enya ewo yesas we ma enne
ama yenkwa na kra no
rain and sunny pattern no asasa enti ama nipa enkwa nipa mfama ye ho me ne nyoma
edi nya
sa enti sa nyoma nya na se wo mo hwe na yetime hyehye ne yie na yehu se tete nyoma bia na ye enyoma emwa ye no ye beyi
yentie the president beka say or you ready but wait me afraid 0240-550-899 quickly meet me akinkan bibi kakra efa sa R20 summit so actual or say our mission to step up climate ambition. Climate protection is a challenge which concerns all of us. For the R20 Austrian World Summit, it is particularly important to include everyone and to inspire as many people as possible for the climate protection movement. Arnold Schwarzenegger has said quite rightly. So that's what Arnold Schwarzenegger at the moment. Or say, "Yenina yemfa yehunjim, yenina yemre yehu ye sure say." We used to have the ozone layer and the borders, and then the depletion now is so high.
Yeah.
I think the president is giving a speech. So we go straight out to Austria near for president's speech.
True.
Actually,
on climate protection. Tell us a little bit about what are your most important policy tools for supporting sustainable growth that protects the local environment while also responding to the climate challenge.
So, first of all, let me thank you and the organizers of this conference for inviting Ghana to participate in this. I'm particularly grateful because it allowed me to be in this room to hear a very extraordinary speech. In my job, I hear a lot of speeches, but I think that one of the most poignant I've heard for a long time is that delivered by the young lady from Sweden, Rita Thunberg. So I'm very happy that I was here to hear that. It was an extraordinary intervention. The Ghanaian experience, first of all, we are very attached to the Paris Agreement for a simple reason. One of the co-chairs of the conference was one of my predecessors as president of Ghana. Yeah. John Ajakum Kufuor was one of the co-chairs of the conference. So it means that the teachings of the Paris Agreement are things that we are very, very conscious of and are determined to implement in Ghana. Two main things. First of all, the teaching of the agreement that we should mainstream climate action in our overall development plan. So we've done that. We have a constitutionally required plan for the next 5 years, and the climate change policies of the government have been deeply embedded in that plan. At the same time, at the local level, the local assemblies who are responsible for local administration have also been mandated and have indeed incorporated climate change issues in their local development plans to guide them as to what to do at the local level. 2 or 3 things have followed from that. We've taken action against illegal mining and what it is doing both to our environment and to the pollution of our water bodies. We have banned the harvesting of a particular species of food, rosewood trees, in order to maintain our forests. And finally, we have some 20,000 young Ghanaians who are planting 10 million trees across the country as we're going along. So those are the specific measures that have been taken within the policy framework to be able to get us to where we are. I have encouraged a group of Ghanaian CEOs to establish a green fund, which will be largely financed by the private sector, to help us develop our green energy. And all of these are measures that are proving very, very fruitful. Above all, I think that what is going on in Ghana, which is encouraging, is a sensitization of the population as to the things that we need to do to preserve our environment going forward. At the end of the day, what you do in terms of policy, what you do in terms of exhortation, can fall flat unless the population itself begins to imbibe and take hold of the issue. And that is what we have done, which is encouraging me considerably. I like, in conclusion, just to take the opportunity to send through the delegation from Mozambique the sympathies of the people and the government of Ghana over the recent tragedies that have occurred in Mozambique. And I'd like you to convey my feelings to President Philip Nyuiso, how touched and saddened we are by those events. And we wish you bon courage in trying to deal with these matters. Thank you.
Thank you very much also for the warm words for Mozambique. In fact, we had hoped to have the president with us as well. He unfortunately couldn't be, but we will hear later on from the Minister of Mozambique, who is with us here today. I'd like to move on now to Nepal, which of course is also
Of course, it's one of the solutions to near cost we are seeing and name you could tell say he's on top of the game. Now, air cost a panel discussion. One call us another round. You can rely on the 2 TV, yeah, the bro. The beer news no will be no, you've been making sure say the
preliminary stages.
Yes, I think the extensive documents in the Joyce, what do you have? Before I answer phone calls, Joyce,
it's so amazing. I quite remember I called Israel last year I spoke to the Minister of Environment, I spoke to the National Security Minister and all those things. Say, look, I learned one thing. The land of Israel, every national holiday, what they do is every Israeli plants a tree.
Wow.
Yes. Every Israeli
will plant a tree on a holiday.
A tree on that holiday.
Wow.
Yes. From the president to the last, you
all
go out there. Yes. Into baby say a quite sa stresso. Now one wait me look, you can't cut a tree without the agreement,
special approval
from
the Forestry Commission. Yeah.
And so Ghana, Debbie, me na me fear me bunu time am
Joyce, obi be bisa
say John. Me nua be ma say John. Me chiawa no pay. Mr. Wo any Ministry of Forest mo hwe na sa ne me. Mo hwe ni implement say edua bi eni ho ansa na edua bi will be pulled down as someone approval. Because when the last tree dies, the last man dies.
Nti adentina Israel for edua nua was so now they will say yefe. Na ye ndie obi ko dua ne dia mo say de no anye ne yi nti mfa no.
Me pacho. Say dua na mo tia wo srem for ye penua. Ko dua e wo opebre mu. Wo so a wanguso ye koye ne enua mo ko dua emuo mu ene emosia so ena mo ko dua no opebre mu sebi we
0240550899 me and Peter should me try
ono an ka say confirm na koye no obema na ba o say afei na obema o maba
me pacho
2020 when you na benjo ben
Fred any nkobo na say the president of Austria na work about ewiemu nsakraye come Africa nyina enye Ghana nkwa but or the Ghana and share stay with example and na okande ono aye so no ahye wama to me wama ho kwan say memnu no nkone enkoduedue nnua na wahye empanifo bi edem kuku bi anu say wono mo emboa amiye mpejam nnua dua no enso ka ho a solution. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. You okay? I think say yeah into me and now, but ube to me a friend 0240-550-899 0240-550-899. Ufreya need the one watch it udi any baby a ufreya at the free. Na ye din komo. Ye beka in some bia but ye person ka titru ye ka the president or ye wo Austria and a pay efe but ushe ofri Austria na pay out in any chire baby fufro. Hey, pay. Brenda and Timbre. Joyce, when you saw free Austria and we Austria program now or move it to a different country.
Abedi.
Yes.
Well, for the president, me say, and I me come me say me muno. Ye can you see ye cassette your mobile ye show me say. Send the president call nano was it Otiri no catch students no. Say be focused, be determined. And be very optimistic. Say whatever you think to achieve in life,
you can achieve it.
Yes. This man who was called an old man, and then what say he doesn't sleep. I know of a military officer at the Jubilee House. There was a day was the president on me that and Crawford be one you more for the apple. Sir, and I'm say Papa where there you about 9 I think we are 12.
Not to say Ghana instead of trying to tap into some things like that, we rather tend to negate it. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay, I think unfortunately, a line.
And true, baby, when you speak to people around him, and they even get so worried. Say, hey, Papa, into one on Tonabo, on Gina Home. Look, he said he's in a haste. He knows where he wants to take Ghana to, and he's determined. He's poised. He doesn't think it's time for him to go on holiday. His holiday will come after 8 years. That is when he will take his leave. But for now, wherever he thinks that the lackings of this country, there's no time that does not permit him say Obeko break.
Into Obeyama, Akopim say, Obe to me, I end your Obe.
Now, you say Radia was shedding day no, Ebeka no. As I say, I'm wanting to me in fear, Rado. And I know, say, if it's in the union, I won't kind of Bible. Anytime you go on your knees, pray for him, for God to give him the strength, the ability to move on and carry us along.
Wow. Yeah. Try say you're back on the line, but unfortunately, I think your phone lines are active up. I'm so call Austria and some back.
Austria. That's
what Austria. Austria, pass your line. I mean, kind of messages will be on YouTube. Whilst a year try say you get it on back online near Ding Uncomo. Mechanic, we see. I could see redo Muslim and Roman Catholic uses the same. Rosalind. Okay, I'm sure you're talking about
the Tesbian.
When they pray, if Muslim chief goes to Roman Catholic, it does not make any difference. Well, that's your submission. And then we have Amadou Osman. May Almighty Allah bless Ghana, Abedi. Okay, may God bless and may Allah bless us too. Kobe Kuhlman, Abedi, as you can see, my name also Kwabina. Okay, watching. I think I read this. Watching you live from Hamburg. All I want to say is Ofosu Ampofu and Co needs to be jailed. In Sawom, here we come. Ofosu Ampofu and Co. Hey, Master, don't jump the gun. Call me Kuma. I'll say, I love the woman speaking. She is intelligent and she is making me for Krobo women since I am saying, Master, I'm fine for her. Krobo alcohol. Madam Head Doctor, this woman makes my day. She talks very nice. And then we have Nanado is a show boy in Ghana. All right, he's show boy, but he's in Austria at the moment. And then we have, if God said yes, no one can say no. Nana, we are proud of you. Ebenezer Bovensman. Okay, Bovensman. I hope I got that right. We did here. God bless our nation and give us more wisdom. Hello, good morning. We have a caller on the line. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay, I think we couldn't get on. Okay, so let's go on with our messages. Madam Head Doctor again saying, wisdom man in our land of our Ghana. Okay, that's what it says. Stella Adobia, yes, it's true. What the woman is saying about Israel, watching you live from Holland, it means you've been into Israel and you know what she's saying is true. I mean, sometimes were you in Tel Aviv or you were in?
I was in Tel Aviv. We were at what do you call it? Right now,
did you go on the prayer summit?
Oh, it was an official, but we took an opportunity to.
I haven't been to Israel. I'm hoping to visit Israel soon.
You will love it.
But I also want to go to Lebanon, so it's a conflict. I don't know which one to go first. My brother is in Lebanon anyway, and we have other things to do. But let's try and wrap it up here.
I visited Jerusalem. I went to Bethlehem. I went to Galilee.
So you did the tour. You did the.
Yes.
That's kind of nice.
The only place I couldn't visit was the West Bank.
Why?
You know, there were some kind of
issues
there.
I know. Check your passport.
No. In fact, one way there was an uncivil thing going on, so we advised not to.
You rather play safe.
Yeah.
Ghanaians need you alive. Well, we thank God for that trip. I'm yet to embark on any Israeli trip.
But we were based at Haifa.
Oh, okay. Haifa. You're saying it in English. Well, we'll try to wrap up the show here. Just let me take a few words on this, since we're not able to answer our calls. But trust me, tomorrow I'll pick all together for you, give you a good phone-in time. It's unfortunate we couldn't get our phone lines active. I think they're still in Austria.
So it's good. It's good. We have our president, and we're all going to tune in to listen to the deliberation, and then when the communique come up, we believe that we're all going to take it up and roll it up in our various countries to make sure that we have a safe continent to live in.
Wow. We would like to thank you. That's Joyce Zempare. She is the Deputy Communications Director for the NPP, and also she's on the NHIS board. It's been a long time you give us something from NHIS.
You see you.
What's happening on NHIS?
Oh. I'm trying to put Oh, Debbie, say.
I'm from Boma Chimba.
You should avail yourself for criticism.
Okay.
Yes, in your trust when the cheers are loud, when the crowd is so huge, if you are not careful and you get carried away with the cheers, when there's silence, that's where you see that.
That's where you see your mess.
It is good that you have people pinching you one way or the other to put you in check. I believe in that. In fact, fair and criticism, you understand? Constructive criticism is what we're looking for. And not just to do criticism for its sake. And then find faults where there are no faults. And it is so far, we are not saying we are the best.
But you've done your best.
But we're doing our best.
Well, we thank you. Let's read the last message from YouTube. The handle is Net2TVGH, and this is from Charles Atakra Amenyampo again. Good morning, Abidianim. I really enjoy your program. Kudos to our guest this morning. In fact, I love watching the 2TV. This is the best of all sends from Paris. We are very excited and happy to hear you watching us all the way from Paris. And we would like to thank each and every one for making the time with us. The show is a dialogue. My name is Abidianim, and this is Net2 TV. We can't just end it without saying a big thank you to our CEO, our only mother in the house, Mrs. Stella Wilson in Japan. Yesterday, we know we had an issue, but thank God everything is back on track. And we know you've played a very vital role. We respect you. Well, make a date with us tomorrow, 8 to 9 a.m. again on this show, The Dialogue. We repeat this show tonight at 9 p.m., 9 to 10. But we're making way for Mofa to take over with the national agenda. So don't go nowhere. Just stay glued. And the 2TV is next program is the national agenda. But before that, we have the news on your way. We'll be right back again tomorrow. God bless you and God bless Ghana.
Leads to illness.